To introduce our third individual inductee, please welcome Kevin Booker.
Good evening, everybody. I'm thrilled to introduce this next inductee, as I had the pleasure of coaching him quite a few years ago. Type of kid you love to have on your team. Couldn't get enough of baseball, gave it his best effort, whether it's practice or a game. And again, just one of the people you think about when you think back on your coaching career. Ryan Boquski grew up in Sifton, played his minor baseball in Dauphin. He played on 3 Manitoba youth teams from 92 to 94 and was a member of the Canada Summer Games team in 1997, and a very important part of all those teams. In 1994, he made the Team Canada youth team. He was Manitoba Youth Athlete of the Year in 92, Parkland Athlete of the Year in 94. He played baseball at Minot State University and for 23 seasons in the Manitoba Senior Baseball League with the Brandon Marlins. He was a Senior AA Player of the Year in 1996, attended 6 national senior championships, and was an MSBL All-Star 9 times. Ryan currently coaches in the Brandon Minor Baseball System and with Crocus Plains High School. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce the newest member of the Hall of Fame, Ryan Boquski.
Thank you, Kevin. Good evening, everyone. I want to start off by thanking the Hall of Fame Committee for organizing this event and for all their hard work and dedication to the sport of baseball. I would also like to congratulate all the other inductees here this evening. I would also like to thank Ross Teichels for nominating me for this honor. When my phone rang back in last May and I saw Ross's name on it on the screen, I knew it had to do with baseball. I've had the privilege again to know Ross and his family quite well over the years through baseball. I played against Ross when I was with the Marlins, when Ross coached the Rockets. I also played under Ross as a coach when he asked me to join his team out for nationals. Ross and his family are the ultimate baseball people. They have a true love for the sport and have consistently been involved in playing, coaching, and promoting baseball in Manitoba. I couldn't be happier for them on their induction to the Hall this evening as well. So when I answered the phone from Ross, and after we chatted a little bit for a few minutes, he goes on to tell me that he is sending my name forward to the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame. I remember laughing like it was a joke, and then I asked him if he was being funny. Ross, he replied that this was no joke. I remember pausing and feeling completely blown away that someone thought that I was worthy of such an amazing accomplishment. So I played along, thanked him, got him what he needed, and just carried on thinking he was crazy for putting my name forward. Fast forward a few months later, I'm driving a golf cart, coaching our grade 7-8 golf team, and my phone rings from an unknown phone number. I didn't know who it was, so I didn't answer the phone. 30 seconds later, it rings again. So this time I figure I'd better answer it. The person on the other end of the line introduced himself as a representative of the Baseball Hall of Fame and congratulated me on being inducted. I was shocked. A kid from Sifton isn't supposed to make the Hall. Over the next few days, that's all I thought about. How did this happen? How did I ever deserve this honor? So I stand here still in disbelief, but honored to say the least. I played baseball because it was fun, and because a lot of my friends played it, never with the hope of making it to the Hall of Fame. Over the last few months leading up to tonight, I have been doing a lot of reflecting on my time spent playing and coaching baseball. I thought about all the different coaches I played for, all the teammates I played with, how many places this great sport has taken me, and the amount of sacrifices my parents made over the years. The more I thought back, I realized none of this wouldn't have been possible without the support of so many people. For example, my grandpa, who told me at a very young age that I had to play baseball because I was left-handed. Not having any idea what that meant, but next thing I know, I'm playing baseball. I remember asking my first coach in Dauphin, how do I pitch? I can picture him walking out to the mound, scratching his head, looking at me and the rubber, and he says, you stand there with both feet on the rubber and you pitch. I was like, okay. So for one inning, I stand there, no back step, no leg lift, no stride, both feet glued to the rubber, and I pitched. I'm also, once the inning was done, my grandpa said, what the hell are you doing? I said, I don't know. So then we kind of worked through it and things got better. I'm so very grateful to all my coaches, every single one of them. The coach I had my first year playing, to all my house league coaches, provincial team coaches, college coaches, and of course the late Neil Andrews, my Marlins coach for many years, who I had the pleasure of playing under. Thank you to every single coach who took the time to work with me. You all had an enormous impact on me as a baseball player and a person growing up. I also want to give a huge thank you to all my teammates who carried the same passion for this sport as I did. I have made so many friends over the years playing baseball, many that I still keep in touch with to this day. And of course, I'd like to thank my parents and my brother. It wasn't until I started coaching with my own kids that I, began to understand the amount of sacrifices it took to drive me 20 minutes from Sifton to Dauphin for practices twice a week, to all the games and practices that we had in Winnipeg, tournaments all over the province. Your support and sacrifice is not gone unnoticed. To my brother Todd, thank you for all those times you would catch me in the backyard. Sorry for the short hoppers off the legs when I was trying to throw a curveball. I'd also like to thank my three boys for allowing me to pass on my love for baseball to them. It has been an honor and privilege to coach and mentor them in this sport and to see their passion for the game grow and develop. I want to wrap up by thanking everyone involved in putting this great evening together, and again, congratulations to everyone inducted this evening. Thank you.